kind of create a packet on behalf of certain other systems. Okay. And thing is that this is the only reason to kind of make you guys understand is that to make you guys understand how the attacker does that, so that you'll be able to kind of better protect your organization that you work for. Okay. So I hope this is kind of making sense. I will slowly try to kind of add more complexity into this one. Okay. Now the thing is that what we will do is we will create a TCP packet this time. Okay. And TCP packet I mean is this header, the TCP header. Okay. And we'll try to see how that packet looks like. Okay. So let me just quickly do that. So now we'll create a TCP packet, and TCP packet will be something like that. TCP packet. And then what I will say TCP, and before that I need to do something else. I will need to write from scapy.all import TCP. Okay. So this will actually load all the modules needed to create a TCP header, in the packet, similar to how you are seeing over here. Okay. Okay. So now let's create that packet. So what we'll do is TCP packet equal to TCP, and then as you remember in the TCP packet that one of the two important stuff is the source port and the destination port, right? So we'll try to kind of add those values. So let's try that. So we'll say TCP and the destination port, let's say is 80. Okay. So now what we'll do is once we have done that, let's see how the TCP packet looks like. Okay. So we'll say TCP packet dot show, and if you see what it has done is that it has by default took one value and given that value to the source port, and the destination port is the 80, the one that we have specified over here, D port equal to 80, which is D port equal to HTTP. Now the other thing is that there are different other fields like sequence, ACK, reserved flags, checksum. All these details were already fulfilled by the Scapy. You don't need to worry about all those nitty-gritty details. Okay. So thing is that if you look at the original packet, you will see that okay, it has a source port, destination port, and there are a lot of things like sequence number, flags, and checksum, and a lot of other things. Now thing is that fulfilling, even like kind of adding all these things, you can do that using a Scapy. But thing is that most of the time you don't need to kind of specify all these things. Like let's say the check sequence number or the checksum number, all of this thing will be automatically handled by the Scapy modules. Okay. The Scapy will automatically add a correct sequence number, a correct checksum in the packet, so that the packet is as legitimate as possible and it doesn't get disregarded by any other system. Okay. So all this thing will be done by the Scapy itself. The only thing we need to worry about is like whatever field we want to specifically change, we can do that change. Okay. So now I hope this is clear, like what this TCP packet does. And now what we'll do is that we'll do something interesting. We'll create, so what we have done till now is we have done this, right? If you remember, we have created an IP packet, a packet with the IP header, and we have created a packet with a TCP header. So now what we'll do is that we'll create a packet, which will have both these headers, the IP packet and the TCP packet. Okay. So what we'll do is IP underscore packet. We'll add this packet to the packet. And what we'll also do is we'll tell that also add the TCP packet. Okay. We'll also add the TCP packet. So what we're doing is to add all those headers, what we're doing is we are using this syntax. First we add the IP header, and then we had the TCP header. And now let's see how the packet looks like. Okay, packet dot so, and if you see, this packet has two headers now. One is the IP header and one is the TCP header. And now it's looking more like an original packet, the one that we are seeing over here, the IP header and the TCP header, right? So so this is how, like, kind of you can kind of create a packet, and you can kind of let's say mention the IP header and the TCP header. Okay. So now the thing is that I'm just gonna quickly checking again, guys. I hope I am audible. There's no issues. I don't see any issue at my hand.
We are audible.
Okay, great. Great. And guys, again, like I just want to reiterate, feel free to kind of ask questions whenever you have any. Okay. So now we have created this packet which it has the IP header and the TCP header. And now the thing is that I will be doing one thing which you guys might be waiting for a long time, is that I will send this packet. Okay, I'll send this packet and I'll showcase that to you how this thing look like in Wireshark. Okay, so the Wireshark is up. Let me just quickly start this out, and what we will do is, before doing that, what we'll do is, in the IP packet, we will remove this source IP address. So let's see what things come up. Okay, so we remove this. Okay, the IP packet is now by default one. The source address is my own IP address, right? And now what we'll do is that we will again create the packet, the new packet, and the packet is over here. Packet dot show. So if you just write packet, it says me that it has the IP header and a TCP header. And when you do packet dot show, it will showcase all the values inside those IP header and the TCP header in much more detailed way. And now what we'll do is that we'll send this packet out. Okay. So let's see. So we are capturing over here. I hope this this thing work. Not all. And we'll import a module called as send. Okay. So this is a module that is needed to send a packet out from the system to the real world. Okay. And thing is that this send command, when you send the packet, it would add a lot of other details in the packet. So let's see if it does that. So this is our packet, right? And we'll now send this. Send packet. Okay, we'll just write this. And we'll see the Wireshark. It's totally blank right now. And let's click on enter. So it says operation not permitted. Mhm. Okay, so so just give me 1 second. I'll just try, like, if it works with the uh, root privilege. So just give me 1 second. So what I'll just do quickly is that I'll just quickly let's say I'll just quickly create a packet. So let me just, I think it might require, so I'll just quickly create that thing from scapy.all and import IP. And what we have done is IP packet equal to IP, and then destination was something 8.8.8.8. This was done. And then we'll do from TCP, and let's say TCP equal to TCP, And then what